We're going to do this next parody with a topic that hadn't been done before.
Yeah, the notorious CIA.
No, this is a tribute for an underrated group that really has one coming.
Yeah, toolbox makers?
No, you nit, I'm talking about cartoon VOs.
Huh? VO?
Who does those cartoon voices? Who does those cartoon voices? Who does those cartoon voices? Who? Watch on TV or DVDs, the new cartoons or just the oldies. There's folks who give these drunks personalities. Won't you sit down, please hear some testimonies about the folks on the tables who do faceless theater, stand at the mic and talk and go home 3 hours later. Reruns of Simpsons are what's happening, Cartoon Network, and on Nickelodeon. It started with our mousy name as Mickey to Barney Rubble and up through Spidey. It surprises me which actors have done them, like the Strange Occurrence Shaggy, done by Casey Kasem. They do the voices. These folks are the best. Whether they're playing Bart or Goofy, they really impress. But here's an outrage. Now here's the bomb. No Oscar or Emmy nom. Spinach ain't refused when the fight is on. Papa got a plume when Jack Mercer sang a song. Bugging out was Mel Blanc's eyes. Did the Looney Tunes, boy, I wish he was alive. Walt Disney gives Mickey what a thrill. Slimer Decepticon, Frank Welker kills. And Sweet Mae Questel joins the group. Flit around through town to sexy Betty Boop. Voice tracks, they did it. And some to get well paid for it. Voice tracks, they did it. Don't treat them like scum. Voice tracks, they do it, and don't you dare forget it. Voice tracks, they do it. Let me show you some. Dawes Butler, you know, I can't underrate. Invented many voices on Hanna-Barbera's plate. Ludwig Van Drake in another predicament. Amazing voice Paul Frees had, wasn't it? Arthur Bryan was who they were calling Elmer Fudd's voice when he went a-hunting. Nina Granny today got Miss June Foray. She was Rocky Squirrel that you knew back in the day. Speaking of Bullwinkle, Bill Scott the Star, Paul Frees at Boris had yet another part. Our man Clarence Nash had Donald White Ducky. There was John Kitfalusi. Well, Ren to the Stimpy. Maybe many Nickelodeon shows and it was sublime, but when they complained it wasn't family time, they sent John Kay out and relied on Billy West. On Futurama, he did the rest. All the Warner Sibs got a riot on. Jess Harnell, Tris McNeil, and Rob Paul's son. Don Adams not with the Get Smart Spies. Tennessee Tuxedo and Inspector Gadget thrives. Mike Judge hits the family. King of the Hill. Kathy Jimmy as wife Peggy Still. There's Grace Stafford in the hood. She gave us a Woody as a woodpecker would. Voice tracks, they did it, and some to get well paid for it. Voice tracks, they did it, don't treat them like scum. Voice tracks, they do it, and don't forget it. Voice tracks, they do it, let me show you some. Dawes Butler's Huckleberry singing out with the drums. Dum-de-dum, de-dum-de-dum. Dawes Butler Huckleberry singing out with the drums. Dum-de-dum, dum-de-dum-de-dum. Scatman Crothers, 1910 to 1986, the voice of Hong Kong Phooey now appears. Ho, 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 how'll it be going, whippersnappers? Hey, kids, here comes Scatman. Hey, Scatman, what's up? Hooey! Working on The Shining with Jack. What a showcase. Hey, Scatman, you're so rad. Give us some kung fu-y, man. All right. Hi-ah! Fan-rific. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. SpongeBob's on the loose, Tom Kenny on, Who's Winnie the Pooh, Sterling Holloway gone, Doing It Now, Do Jim Cumming tries, Better's Darkwing Duck, and creepy Disney bad guys, now Nancy Cartwright, hey, here's a whirl, Truth is now out, Bart Simpson's own girl, Scooby-Doo's Don Messick, you really real rude, these are the faceless actors in Hollywood, voice tracks, they did it, and some to get well paid for it, voice tracks, they did it, don't treat them like scum, voice tracks, they do it, and don't you dare forget it, voice tracks, they do it, and we're almost done. Dancy doing homie. Dancy doing homie. Dancing doing homie. Dancy doing homie. That's all, folks.